So Spitfire has pretty much dominated the skateboard wheel marketplace, and it wasn't always because they have the best wheel. It was predominantly because they have really good marketing, they have great branding, they have a stack team with the best riders, and they do a really good job of promoting their wheels. Before they actually started the Formula 4 urethane, something that I remembered before is that skate shops had a lot of different small wheel brands. There's a lot more wheel companies in general. Now, in 2022, there's actually a lot less wheel companies than there was in around 2012. And I think that's something pretty interesting to think about, is that maybe Formula 4 alone sort of changed the landscape for all skateboard wheels, for all skateboard wheel companies, and I think it really did do that. However, there has been one wheel company that I've been really wanting to try, and I kind of have been keeping my eye on, and they're called NFG Wheels. They're from the Bay Area, and what I found out pretty quickly is that Aaron Holm, the owner of NFG Wheels, actually was the one that rumored to invent the Formula 4 Spitfire wheel. So of course, I had to go into full-blown internet sleuth mode, find Aaron's LinkedIn page to see if there was any validity, any truth to the idea that he invented the Formula 4 and then went to go start his own wheel company, now called NFG Wheels. While reading Aaron's page, it's pretty clear that the rumor I previously had heard is mostly true. I worked directly with Deluxe Wheels' team of Deluxe Distribution to develop the current urethane formulation and specialized manufacturing processes required to produce their flagship Formula 4 wheel line. Now, his LinkedIn page does go into more specifics about what he did at Deluxe Distribution, but I thought it was enough information for me to kind of pull the trigger and buy a pair of NFG wheels and just see, are they just as good as Spitfire Formula 4s? Are they better? Are they the same? What's the experience going to be like? So I ordered my first pair of NFG wheels about 2 weeks ago, and that's how long they took to ship. First initial thoughts of unpacking these and just getting them out of the package that they came in is that the shrink wrap didn't go all the way around the wheel. It's not a very big deal. I don't expect the packaging to be above and beyond like a big commercial brand such as Spitfire, but I will say right away, I really like the shape. There's definitely more of a yellow tint to these wheels. Obviously, it's just like a one hit print on this side. Let's set up my first pair of NFGs. I'm super excited to kind of test these out and get them into the streets and into some different environment. And these are skaters that are pretty much shipping these off to you. So I don't think you should expect this crazy customer service or for them to come the next day. This isn't Amazon, this isn't Jeff Bezos or anything like that. Before we set up the NFG wheels and kind of get an idea if that formula is just as good as Spitfire, I'm actually going to do a quick power slide test on my Formula 4 wheels right now. These are some 54 millimeters that are about probably like 52 millimeters now, but the idea here is I'm just going to power slide on flat, and typically what this will do is give me flat spots. It'll create one flat area in the wheel, and then when I go and skate, you'll hear that kind of like a helicopter noise when you're skating, and it also makes it harder to pop tricks. So the whole point of Formula 4 wheel is to essentially rebound the wheel so it never loses its shape. There's ways to rub your board against the wall and get your flat spots out. However, with this technology and this urethane, you don't have to do that. You should be able to get power slides and just ride your board and get them out. So I'm gonna throw down fast as I can on this ramp right here, this handicap ramp, and then go into the flat and just power slide for as long as I can to see if I can get some flat spots on these wheels. Starting to hear the flat spots, and actually, if we really think about it, this ground, this isn't the smoothest ground. Skate park ground would be even smoother, so I'd be getting flat spots even faster. Point being is I would slide more. I am getting quite a lot of grab on this ground, so I'm not power sliding too far. However, I am losing some shape of the wheel pretty quickly. It's been about 5 power slides. I already hear a little bit of a flat spot. You know, if these weren't Formula 4 and these were just regular wheels, I won't name any other wheel brands, they would be shot. All right, I don't want to hurt myself. My knee's feeling weird.
After about 15 power slides, my wheels are starting to make that flat spot noise, or it sounds like a motorcycle or something like that. But to be honest, after that many power slides, trying really hard and not getting flat spots, I'm definitely feeling pretty confident about the Formula 4 wheels rebounding back to its original shape. I do think it worked. I don't think you can make a wheel that just doesn't get flat spots at all. I think if you try hard enough, you can get flat spots on any wheel. So the point in the test here is just to see how far I can push it until I start getting flat spots. And even trying my hardest to get flat spots on these Spitfire Formula 4s, it's pretty damn near impossible. However, definitely still possible.
I purchased the 52D 56mm Rose V-shape. The V-shape offers a self-commanding slide with more grip from the lip. A 52 Shore D scale durometer compares to a 103A. The NFG formula provides a superior rebound, meaning after the high performance wear and tear, it'll rebound to its original wheel shape faster. Now as far as pricing goes, Spitfire Formula 4 prices range from $37 to $46. The NFG wheels are $42 with shipping. NFG wheels do offer a discounted price for production seconds on their website, which are only $25, and I think that's really cool. However, I didn't go with the seconds, I went with the actual production because I didn't expect the seconds to be a perfect wheel. They can range in size and shape and so many different things. It might not be the perfect wheel, but you're also supporting that brand and you're not letting products just go to waste because they didn't go past the QC process. So overall, my initial thoughts on this shape is that I really like it. Kind of similar to the lock-in. I think there's a little more riding space. I mean, even compared to my Spitfires that are pretty worn down, there's definitely more riding space compared to those. And these are the conical Spitfires, which I do like. They're the Duro. I kind of like a little more riding surface while still having that shape. And the shape that's here, this V shape, is so that you can kind of lock in. The idea being with Smith grinds or certain crooked grinds or even anything where you're into the lip, you could kind of use that edge to sort of lock you in, especially in the back of the wheels. Whew, I've had wheels this big in a long time. Like, that board looks wild now. Like, especially with the geometry of my trucks and my wheels, like it almost just looks pretty much like a tech deck board. Pretty crazy. Let's go try these wheels out. Quick shout out to Gotham for sending me jewelry. They send me so much cool jewelry. Like, check out this necklace I got. It says MASH, really rad. And they gave me some cool rings. All the rings, a lot of the rings that I get are from Gotham website. So I'll leave a link down below. I think they're gonna give me a discount code, so check that out if you are into jewelry. Some people say don't skate with rings, but I do it, I'm fine. Although, I have heard horror stories, so just, we're not gonna talk about that. Now, I've been riding my NFG wheels for a couple weeks now. It's been at least almost 3, maybe 4 weeks now. as you can see, there's definitely some, imperfections in them, the edges. And I think that's part of the shape, is that they started kind of falling apart sort of pretty quick to my surprise. Or not falling apart, but definitely a lot of little dings and imperfections in the wheel. And one thing I did notice right away is they rode really smooth. I did like how smooth they were. I think that's a common thing whenever you set up new wheels. You just don't realize how bad they're getting when you're actually skating them. So when you get a new pair, such a dramatic change versus shoes, you can actually like see that. So that's a big difference. And one thing I did notice, there was like some little dings or dots in the wheels in the very beginning. It didn't really bother me. It's just like those cosmetic things. They're definitely not like packaged perfectly like a brand new pair of Spitfires are. Like the packaging alone makes a difference in overall. I think it could do with the shape, to be honest, so I don't want to make too many assumptions, but I guess the point that I'm driving home here is that there definitely was more imperfections in these NFG wheels than the typical experience that I have with Spitfire. So, I like them so far. I think it's still pretty early on, still pretty into them. No flat spots so far. I haven't put them into any crazy environments. However, I have been skating ditches, DIY spots, skate parks. I like to skate a lot of crusty stuff, so I've been skating a lot of crusty things with them, and they've been holding out. However, I did notice like on day 3, a little bit of the urethane got chipped out of the side, and you can kind of see right there how that happened. And there's one other spot. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Where is it? Edge. You can kind of see the edge of the wheels starting to get a little bit destroyed pretty quick. I think it was right there actually. It's a little bit of a gap in the urethane, and that is just something that I noticed right away. And of course, this is a really small company, from the Bay Area. They are making these by hand essentially, where this is like going through like a mass production with crazy QC. So of course there's going to be different challenges and stuff like that. However, I think they're a good wheel. It's a good option if you're in the Bay Area and you can pick them up at your skate shop. I think the downfall for me is like I like to go to my skate shop and pick up wheels and just go there and check things out, talk to people. I'm a big advocate of buying my products from the skate shop. So that's why I am getting another pair of Spitfires. My next wheels will be back to Spitfire. However, I had a good time testing these out. I think it's definitely a cool wheel. It's worth trying. If you're in the Bay Area, definitely check them out. And hopefully they get to more skate shops in the future so that they're just more accessible, because I think that's what is really gonna open up more doors. Maybe if they can just go and get a sales rep or something. I don't know. I'm not trying to tell them what to do with their business, but I think more accessibility to these wheels would definitely make me be more incentivized to try them again with a different shape, maybe, because I don't know, maybe it has to do with the shape that they got kind of pretty, messed up on the edges of the wheels pretty quickly. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this little video, a little bit of R&D, some insight to Formula Four, Spitfire, NFG. Make sure you smash that like button. Helps me get my videos to other people out there in the world. So I appreciate everyone that does smash it. Subscribe if you're not already, and see you guys in the next one. Mash.